SIF jargon can be complex. Here our expert fund manager Decoded.
Hi, my name is Rohit Karan. I am a fund manager here at Decoded Sun Life AMC. Let's talk about long-short strategies. Think of it as having a car driving on a freeway at high speeds, and suddenly there is a very sharp turn which comes around. Now this is what happens in markets practically every other time. So equity funds are designed in a way that they get benefited when markets are moving higher. But we all know that there are declines, there are periods of very heightened volatility, and that's where a long-short strategy is much more capable of handling such environments. A long-short strategy, just like every other equity fund, will also invest in companies with long-term potential. But they also have strategies to avoid severe drawdowns, severe volatility, thus giving investor a much smoother experience. Now this is how, if we go back to our initial example, this is how the fund is able to navigate those sharp turns. Whenever you hear of a long-short strategy, you will come across two terms, gross exposure and net exposure. So let's understand what these are. So say a fund has got 50% long exposure and has got 30% short exposure. You add them up to arrive at the gross exposure for the portfolio. In this case, it would be 80%. Think of it as the amount of activity that is happening in the portfolio. Now, net exposure is calculated as the total long exposure minus total short exposure. In this case, 50 minus 30 is equal to 20%. You get the advantage of having a portfolio which is working very heavily, but having a very modest exposure to the markets. That's how gross and net exposures work for a long-short portfolio.
An investor education and awareness initiative by Apex SIF, powered by Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund.
Investments in specialized investment fund involves relatively higher risk, including potential loss of capital, liquidity risk and market volatility. Please read all investment strategy related documents carefully before making the investment decision.